Tough one to swallow. Um, had a chance to be a pretty special night, and just really appreciate the stadium tonight, the students showing up, and the way they support our program, and the fans. I mean, Daddy Ficklin Stadium was rocking in the fourth quarter, and our kids gave us a chance to knock off a nationally ranked opponent, and we just couldn't get that score we needed there at the end. And hats off to them. I mean, they're 8-1 and undefeated in conference play, and they find a way to win. But I've got a great bunch of kids. They played their tails off. They prepared all week very, very well. Came out very, very confident, very aggressive, and gave us a chance. And that's what makes it a tough one to swallow. And we're all hurting right now just because everyone in this building continues to invest heavily each day and for each other. And that's the special something we have right now. And I have no doubt that they're going to continue to go out and they're going to play their tails off. And that's just who they are. So.
Coach, I got off to the good start offensively, and I think it was 47 yards after the last three quarters. So what changed from your vantage point there?
Well, I mean, we knew we were facing a very good defensive football team, and they've been a challenge all year for a lot of people. But we just never could get consistency going, with drives, and couldn't generate really a big play in the second half. We had a couple of big plays on the opening drives of the ball game that gave us the lead, and we just couldn't find those in the second half. We had a couple opportunities, just for whatever reason we couldn't break that run when we had a chance. We couldn't make that big play down the field when we had a chance. And we'll look at it tomorrow and see where they're at. But you only get so many opportunities against a team like that.
This is a game where you guys had 7 offensive possessions. So I mean, in a game like that, how important are those drives when they limit it like that?
No, it's the reason I went for it there, and with a lot of time on the clock in the fourth quarter, is just you don't know how many times you're gonna get the ball back, and you're only down 3, so you do have the opportunity to pin them deep, but you don't want to sit there and give the ball to them and not get it back, and that's the kind of team they are, and that's who they've been all year, and just with how we played defensively, it created that game where there were limited possessions.
What was the ref's reasoning for that questionable pass interference penalty?
I don't know.
Coach, now I think 6 of 8 games y'all had the ball in the fourth quarter, a chance to tie or take the lead, and just unable to get over that hump. Is that just what adds to the the frustrating spell you guys are on?
It's frustrating. It also says a lot about our kids. I know there's somebody sitting in a recliner somewhere that has pure hate in their heart, and they're going to say all these stuff, and they continue to say all this stuff. And I know what our record is, but we have a good program. Those kids are good kids. Yes, we have not made plays enough to win those ball games, but we have a good bunch of tough-ass, hard-nosed kids in that locker room, and they're going to fight, and I'm going to fight, and we're going to fight all week in practice, and we're going to fight next Saturday. We're going to continue to do that, and there's opportunities in our schedule.
That final drive, they get it back. I think it was 7 minutes left, and y'all got them in some third down situations, and 4th and short. Just how tough was it not to get the ball back there one final time?
Yeah, I thought we got a little tired in the second half, and and just weren't able to get them stopped. I mean, that's what they've done all year to people, and we had chances and just could not get them stopped, and that's why I knew. That's why we just kind of sold out there to try to get them stopped at the end. We just couldn't, and it's credit to them. I mean, it's a veteran team. Those are the ones. That's why it would have been a special win. If we could have found a way, it would have been one you never forget.
Coach, no turnovers, 2 penalties. You gave up 13 points. I mean, that shows you're close.
We're very close. We're very close, and I just want to see us break out of it. You know, I want us, you were hoping to see us kind of explode. You know, we've seen that in the past. You know, when we were, you know, getting it going the first time, and you know, you kind of had that explosion, you know, towards the end of the year during the pandemic, and it carried over into the next, you know, couple of seasons. And, we're close. The kids know we're close. They know it.
You guys had a couple chances at creating some turnovers on defense. I know BJ tipped a couple balls near the
Yep.
end zone. Siobhan had one in his hands too. I mean, I guess what do you like about the way that those guys played today?
Well, I mean, we're active. We're in the right spots. You know, but that's what I'm talking about. We had opportunities for turnovers. You know, the one with BJ, it's, you know, the one, you know, keeps the field goal off the board there right before the half. You know, so it keeps it, you know, 10-7. You know, the one there in the second half, you know, gives us the ball back. I don't know how, don't remember right now exactly how that drive ended, but certainly would have given us the ball back right there. So, you know, but we're there to make the play, and that's another one of those things. Just we've got to make it. So, but I can't sit here and do anything but just salute our kids for the way they fought. I'm just telling you. That locker room in there is hurting because they're so invested here at East Carolina University, and so invested in each other.
Any other questions for Coach?
Coach, the defense, obviously you mentioned the fatigue in the fourth quarter. They're out there for 69 plays and 38 minutes of the game. How did you feel like they were able to still kind of keep you guys into the second half in spite of that?
Oh, they battled. I mean, we lost a couple of guys early in the ball game, which was a little thin. And I mean, I'm telling you, guys battled. And, you know, you guys, all you see is the stuff on game day, but I'm telling you, you should see the way they prepare. You know, they're sitting there last night in our meetings, this morning in our meetings, and, you know, with the picture pages and stuff. And I mean, they can tell you what's coming as soon as they see a formation, or as soon as they see a certain alignment, you know, or an offensive lineman, you know, just a certain kind of state. They'll tell you what's coming. They study it, and they're so prepared, and they give you a chance because they go out there, they're communicating at a very high level, and they give you a chance because of the preparation that they're putting in throughout the week. It's really impressive. I mean, it's very impressive to watch. I just want them to have the success and the rewards as a result of it.
Just curious, did you talk to Willie pregame at all about kind of what y'all are going through this year and how it maybe compares to what they went through a couple of years ago, and kind of did he say anything to that?
A little bit. I mean, he's always very respectful of our program. I mean, he appreciates the toughness because that's how his teams are. But you know, I'm sure we'll catch up after the season. But I know that, you know, everybody left them for dead a couple of years ago, and they've come out of it pretty good. So that's why I say we're not that far off.
One more question, if there's any? Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.